Shunned. It had happened so fast. And paradoxically, it was as though it had occurred in slow motion. Sabina was the eldest of three, with a brother, Edmund, and sister, Alicia. Their dad had gone off with some young girl, whilst their mother, Maureen, was heavily pregnant with Alicia. He had another family now, and family one were practically forgotten. Maureen had been attentive to her two younger children, leaving Sabina out in the cold, and Eddie and Alicia had been close to each other, but not to Sabina. There was 11 months between Sabina and her brother, and 10 months between Eddie and Alicia, making them, all three, close in age, but in all other respects, there was a distance between Sabina and her siblings. At 17, Sabina had got sick of her role as the family scapegoat. Moved in with then-boyfriend Jimmy, living in some bedsit, just outside Reading Town Centre. It was far removed from her mum's spacious 4-bedroom house in the posh part of Tilehurst. Maureen packed every last belonging of her eldest daughters, randomly and untidily, into cardboard boxes, insisting that she lacked the space to store even a few of Sabina's possessions in the family home. And Sabina was never made to feel welcome there again. Years later, when both Eddie and Alicia had moved out, Sabina discovered that her brother and sister retained their bedrooms, complete with many of their belongings, and that they were encouraged to stay at their childhood home, as and when they chose to. Eddie did not give his new address or any contact details to his elder sister, and Alicia gave an email address and her mobile number, but not her address, and not the landline number. When Eddie's girlfriend had a baby girl, the information was withheld from Sabina. She never had been able to find out what they had called her niece, or anything about the child, and it hurt, because Sabina had no way of comprehending any of it. Then, one day, out of the blue, Maureen got in touch with her firstborn, via an email, worded icily and abruptly. Her father had died, and she was expected to attend the funeral. Sabina did not attend the funeral. Her health did not allow it. And her mother and siblings all blamed her, and were critical to members of the extended family, who were also instructed to shun her. When able to do so, Sabina visited her mother. Her reception was hostile. "I need answers," said Sabina, joining her mother in the kitchen that was larger than her own entire studio flat. "What am I supposed to have done?" Predictably, a wall of stony silence was Maureen's response, as per usual. The kitchen knife caught Sabina's eye. Maureen was filling the kettle, routinely ignoring her daughter, but Sabina had had enough. The woman was supposed to have given birth to her. She was happy enough to be a mother to Eddie and Alicia. Why this shunning of her eldest child? No more. Sabina reached out, and grabbed the knife.